Hi there, I'm Bill Oddie and welcome to this week's whirlwind tour around Animal House. Coming up, a hotel for those who yearn for a bit of class. A horse who's vertically challenged, shall we say? And a dog show with a difference. But first, dolphins, highly intelligent, full of energy, always on the go. But surely sometimes they must need to relax. Yep, it's a tarantula. Beautifully furry, wonderfully docile and totally unpoisonous. And yet James Bond was scared stiff of them. Actually, most people who are scared of spiders usually say it's because they scuttle and they move ever so quickly. Well, if you think a spider's fast, you should try a thoroughbred cockroach. Isn't it terrible when you're going off on holiday and you have to drop your dog off at the kennels? You know, those big sad eyes, all that pitiful whimpering. That's you, of course. Dogs don't care. Glad to see the back of you, especially if they're staying here. Okay, I shall say it one more time. Snakes are not cold and clammy, no. They're warm and dry. They've got a lovely texture, they're very gentle, they're extremely beautiful, and most of them are totally harmless. But it doesn't matter how many times you tell people that, they just won't believe you, some of them. And if you said there was such a thing as a snake rescue service, they would assume that was for rescuing people from snakes. But it's not, is it? This is a tapir. Now, it may look a bit like a sort of sawn-off elephant wearing a panda skin, but in fact tapirs are related to horses, and I have to confess I am rather frightened of horses because they're so big. I don't think I could ever ride one. I couldn't get on for a start. What I need is something, well, more that size, or maybe even smaller. After the break, how lambs are fighting back against the wily old fox, and a hospital where the inmates hang upside down. Welcome back to Animal House. Coming up, the dog show with a little razzle-dazzle. And the hospital with an upside-down feel to it. Now, we've all heard those stories about animals near Sellafield glowing in the dark, yeah? Well, of course, they're not true. Or maybe they are, but maybe we've discovered the true explanation. Now, there's all sorts of things here. There's birds, there's reptiles, there's mammals, there's seals, but one thing they all have in common. None of them are wearing clothes. And there's a reason for this. This is because animals don't wear clothes. Animals aren't meant to wear clothes. Animals don't need to wear clothes. So tell me, why, oh why, do people keep dressing them up? Creatures of the night. It's funny, you know, because some of them people love, like owls, and some of them people are really suspicious of, like bats. Well, okay, let's put the record straight. Bat facts, they do not get in your hair. They do not suck your blood. They're little furry creatures, and in fact, bats need friends. Well, fortunately, they've got some. What a well-behaved child. Actually, if there are any children watching, you know, you're always getting really annoyed with your parents when they nag you to tidy your room and do your homework, stuff like that. But just own up. There are some things that you could not do unless your mum or your dad showed you. Ask this baby seal. Okay, we've had cockroaches racing, we've had dogs on the catwalk, so now rats. Follow that. I'm Bill Oddie, and you've been watching Animal House.